Hello, welcome to a Bricklink tutorial on how to identify minifigs, and from there how to get the correct pieces needed and add those to a wanted list so that you can complete minifigs that you may find. I got a lot of minifigs in the mail yesterday, and a lot of the characters I don't recognize. There's a lot of superheroes, a lot of Star Wars, collectible minifigs, characters from the Lego movie. There's some Ninjago. I don't know, whole assortment of guys. So I'm going to attempt to identify them using Bricklink. This is the first guy. Um, I don't know if he's complete, correct, what. I don't recognize him. The first thing I noticed about him is his torso looks like a Star Wars torso from Hoth minifigs, but it's not one that I've seen before. So I guess where would possibly start is just try searching for Hoth torso. I don't know if that'll do it because the word Hoth may not be in the torso, but it does give us a list here, and there it is. I think this is it. So you click on that, you bring up the picture, and looking at this, this is definitely the torso. So that one was fairly easy to find. So now that we have it, if you click right here, this will take you to the actual page for this particular torso. And then if you look at the right side, it says item appears in 4 sets, 5 minifigs, 1 part, 4 books. What we're interested in is these 5 minifigs. And we want to see if this guy is one of these 5. So click on this and you get a list with pictures of the 5 guys. And so the first one that I'm seeing here is this guy. And that's him. That's his face. That is his torso, and those are his legs. So we lucked out. We got the correct guy. Um, so we'll click. If you click catalog entry, so click on the picture, then click catalog entry. It will take you to his page, and you can see these are the ones for sale down here. Which doesn't look like too bad of a guy. It's sorted by price. The lowest price is 269 from Lithuania, and it's missing the backpack. Um, so a lot of these cheaper ones are going to be missing parts. Um, so what I sometimes do, since I live in the US, is I click on USA, and these are going to be ones from the US. So $3 from this one. It's in new condition. Okay. And this guy's name is Hoth Rebel Trooper White Uniform. Pretty basic, but he's worth more than the average Hoth Trooper. So if you click, oh, where did I just click? Close these. Uh, if you click here, view price guide, it will bring up the price guide for this minifig. It is the average used price in the last 6 months on Bricklink is $3.96. So in the month of April, it's only sold 1 time. New, it's sold 9 times in the month of April for a minimum of $2.92. The average price is $4.25. So if your minifig looks like it's in pretty much new condition, um, you might be able to expect around $4 for this fig. So that's on Bricklink. So anyway, this one on the picture, he is missing the hat and the goggles. So if you click on parts, the item consists of 6 parts. Click on that and you'll get a list of all the parts that make up this complete minifig. It doesn't include guns or other accessories. It just includes backpacks, helmets, capes, um, hair pieces, whatever. So I know that I have this backpack and I know that I have these goggles for this guy, but I don't have a white helmet because most of the Hoth troopers have tan helmets. So if you click on this, it will take you to the page for the helmet, and you can see the tan, and there's 591 people selling this tan helmet. There's 133 selling the white, but we're interested in the white. So we click on the white, and you'll see that you can get this for about 50 cents. Okay, so we want to what we want to do here is add this to a wanted list because we want to buy this so we can complete this minifig. So click on add wanted list and you'll get this page. And what you want to do is create a new wanted list. Okay, and we'll call this list missing parts. Okay, and it already selects the correct color for you or what you are viewing. Color, the quantity always starts at 1. If you wanted more than 1, you could put 1. In this case, I only want 1. Condition, uh, you can set new, used, or you can set any. Okay, you can also set your max price. For remark, I like to put, um, I like to just put a little note in there. That way, when I have a big wanted list, I kind of know where the things are going. So you click this button, and there you go. This guy's helmet is added to the wanted list. So that's one guy. So we'll take a look at a couple more and identify a couple more and try to build up this wanted list and get the parts we need. Okay, now we're going to move on to another guy. It's this guy right here. Kind of looks like Ant-Man. He looks like Ant-Man, but he's old. So I'm thinking it's Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man. That's my thought, but I could be wrong. So the first thing I see is that I think it's a black torso and it appears to have dark red printing on it. So you could go about this several different ways. You can look up that helmet, which is like, that's not black. That's like it almost looks like a pearl dark gray, but it also has translucent uh, eye holes, I guess. So trans red. So if maybe what we could do is type helmet and then trans red. So let's see what that brings up. Whoops, I spelled that wrong. It's gonna get mad at me. Okay. Oh, okay. So we already immediately get what looks to be a similar helmet, but that's not the right one. So, let's see. That's um, what's this one? This is, oh, it is. There he is. It is Hank Pym. Okay, so I clicked on that helmet, but it is the same helmet, but it's a different color. So you got Ant-Man upgraded suit, and you have Hank Pym. So there you go. That was easy. So we used the trans red and the word helmet to come up with that helmet. So click on this guy. All right, this guy's value is decent. I like to see that. So the cheap one is missing his headgear and the legs are loose, and there's a nick on the feet. Okay, otherwise good. Well, doesn't sound very good. Here's a used one for $5 in the U.S. Let's see how much he's selling for strictly in the United States. 5 to 10 and on up dollars. So valuable minifig. Um, yeah, the average 6-month sales are in the $7 range, 7.30, and new 8.65. So I need to verify the rest of these parts, but it looks like he's pretty much complete because that's got to be the head. You can't see the picture of the head, but I'm looking at the guy, and that's definitely the head. So there we go. Another mystery solved. Nothing to add to the wanted list. Here's another thing that you can do. If you click on this and it appears in one set, usually a figure that has a decent price like this, it only appears in one set. So click on the set. It is the Ant-Man Final Battle set. So what you do here when it shows you the set is a click on the picture and it brings up a picture of the set. I don't know if this is like a product picture from Lego or what, but this is where I look for accessories, see if the character has any accessories. And I also, which this one doesn't look like he does, there's a spider, there's this dragonfly looking thing. That's pretty cool. And there's this dude over here. And I noticed that also in this lot, I have this guy, but I don't have the rest of this, which is interesting. But um, so that's another thing you can do. If you get a lot of minifigs, and maybe like 10, 20, whatever, and you identify one character out of there, go to the sets that they appear in, click on the picture, and look to see if there are any other figures that you got in that lot, because more than likely the person that sold them to you owned this set or got it from someone who owned the set. So then what you do from there is you click on this number to bring up the set. This will bring the page for the set. And over here, item consists of, it'll have the list of the parts, and it will also have 3 minifigs. So in this 3 minifigs list, we're going to see all 3 of these guys. And this, we don't have the Ant-Man, but we do have this guy, Yellow Jacket. So we click on him, and he's another good fig. So sweet, we have him too. But the only problem with him is I don't have the other parts that he's made up of, which could be an issue. I may have some of these. I definitely don't have that I know of. He's got a mini blaster. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff here that will be needed to complete this guy. A lot of stuff, actually. He's got quite the contraption on his back. Um, so what I would do in this situation is you can go, say we're on the page with the figure, and you can add the figure directly to the wanted list if you just wanted to buy the guy, or you can hit this button and part the figure out. So I'll show you what happens when we click that. So we part out. So we'll part this guy out, and here I don't want to put this on my missing parts list because it's just a lot of stuff. This is kind of like a, I don't know, personal preference, but you can say this is the part out screen. 23 parts. Add to or create a new wanted list. Here you can multiply it. If you wanted to find parts for say 3 or 4 of these guys, you could do that. Well, don't know why you would do that, but maybe. Any condition, and then you hit this button, submit for edit, and it will bring up all the parts on a list. Okay, so this column right here, these checkboxes are all ones, because you're not done yet. So you got to click add to wanted list, but you can go through and you can select parts that you don't want. Like say, I don't want the head, I don't want the legs, I don't want the helmet, I don't want the torso. Okay, all I really want is the extra parts that make up the guy in the back, and I don't want this blaster or this blaster trigger. Okay, I'm sure I have some of these parts. I know I do. But let's just do that for now. And you click this button, add to wanted list, and there you go. So if you can view the button, or view the wanted list. And here's all the parts that I need to make this guy. So, well, I'll show you what you can do. If you want to buy these parts right now, you can click this button. You go to wanted list, the heart, and whoops, you hover over that, and it brings down this list, and you click buy. And that brings you to this page right here. And here you can select any wanted list you want. I just want to select this one. Push the apply button, and it will search all the Bricklink stores that have anything on this list, and it will sort it by the number of unique lots. So the 9 means it has all 9 of the parts that you're looking for. And it says lots, this checkbox right here, lots below wanted quantity. We want to check that, because we don't want to, it's exclude. We don't want to exclude. We do want to exclude anything it doesn't have, because some of those you needed 2 parts. You want to make sure you get at least they have what you need. So here we go. You got this big list of very common parts, and everybody has them, which is good because they're probably cheap. So if you click this button, $1.10. Okay, so another thing I want to do is these are just people in the US. Now the list is getting smaller, still pretty big. So let's check out. What I do here is just click on one guy. He's got all the parts I need for $1.59. This person, 98 cents. This person, 16.50. Okay, am I going to be ordering from him? There are some of these big stores that just, their prices are unbelievable. That one's a little high. This one, 83 cents. Okay, so $1.08, 81 cents. Okay, so these parts are cheap, easy to find. Looks like this one is the most expensive one here. The rest of them are just penny parts. These are just cheap parts. And a lot of people have them, so that's good. But anyway, I'm not going to make an order for 84 cents just what I'll do is I'll find these parts. A lot of things factor in, like the price, okay, is one thing, but I also want to buy from someone who has other things that I need and try to fill out an order. So for now, I'm going to go through and I'm going to see if I can find some of the parts in my own collection and narrow down this wanted list. So if I were to say go to my get into my collection, and I know I've got these, so I'll find two of these, find two of these. I can delete these by hitting the trash can. Another thing you can do is there's this have box. So if I have two of these, I can just go have two, and then it won't include those when it's doing the search. So let's try that. If I say have two, and then go down here, where's the update? Oh, save. Okay, save. Sometimes you have to update, sometimes you have to save. I don't know. Anyway, so I go to buy. I should only have 7 things that I need in here now. See, it shows 9, but it's only going to search for the 7 that I need. And, so that's kind of how that works. It's interesting. Um, I am happy that some of these figures are pretty valuable so far. So let's take a look at another one. Okay, now we've got 2 Captain America figs. They both have the same torso, but they have different heads. One has a head that is a mask, and one has a head that is a face. So basically what we want to do is figure out if the face matches the body. Because it could be two different figs, one where he just doesn't have the mask on and one where he does. Or that we need to figure out where this head goes. So I just go to I typed in Captain America. It's going to give you a list of every Captain America minifig. So here he is, detailed suit with the with a head and not a mask, and that is not the head. So anyway, here's one with a mask. This is the guy right here. You can't tell in the picture, but that's a dual-sided head, and not bad. And yeah, if you look at this, there's the head. It's dual-sided. Got the detailed suit. And okay, so what we'll do here, since we have 2 of these, is click on this torso. This is the common piece between the 2 of them. And you go over here and you see that it appears in 3 minifigs. So we click on that, and now we're going to see 2 of these guys. So we got this one and we got this one. But we don't have this one, dark orange eyebrows one. So one thing about this guy is he's missing his hair. So we'll need to get the hair. So we click on the catalog entry. Not a bad value on this guy. I'm liking that. Hopefully that hair doesn't cost too much. So average 6 months, 568. Average new is 9. Nice. Click on the parts, and we'll add this hair to our wanted list. I've logged into my account on here. I had 2 accounts, but I put all my missing parts mostly in here. And medium nougat, hair swept, left tousled. So we add that. And there we go. Okay. Now let's do this guy. This one could be a little bit harder. Well, maybe not. Because it is an olive green torso. And olive green torsos, they're not rare, but they're definitely not common. So, click on torso. See, now this is getting repetitive. I actually just started doing this type in torso, then pick the color thing as a starting point. I just started doing that recently. You got to know your colors. You got to know your Lego colors in order to do this effectively. And you can get it wrong. Once you see the pictures of the olive green torsos, you'll know whether you got the right one or not. Wow, that did not. What am I looking? Oh, gotta go to parts. Okay, there's an olive green torso. That's a head. Um, there's 95, so there's 4 pages. You could probably narrow it down further, or just search through these 4 pages. I'm kind of debating on what I should do. Sometimes you get lucky and you just see it right away, but it doesn't look like it's on this page. This one's similar. I could maybe refine this by typing the word jacket, but you don't always know what they're gonna put in the description. So we'll just search through these. Sometimes I do this. This is 4 pages. I sometimes search through 10 pages. Um, so this guy's got a belt going across, jacket's open, and there's like a light blue colored shirt underneath. So right now I'm just kind of searching for that light blue shirt. This is similar, but it's not right. Wait, wow, that's really similar, but it's not right. Uh, no. There it is, I think. Is this our guy? This is our guy right here. Is it Star Wars? No, it's Steve Trevor. I don't know who that is. Steve Trevor. So one minifig, one set. It's always a good sign when it only appears in one set. Steve Trevor. Who is Steve Trevor? Oh, superheroes. Wonder Woman. Steve. Oh, wow. Steve Trevor. Way to go, dude. This guy has some value. Who would have thought? He's wearing a brown hat with goggles. This one has hair. Oh, did we just find our hair? Is that Captain America's hair? I do believe it is. That's good. Those are the kinds of things I like to see. And I actually have this hat was on a figure I looked up a little bit ago. So, good deal. Steve Trevor. Okay, so we found Steve Trevor, which also leads us to our next minifig, which is a Wonder Woman. Um, because I can see here that it is from Wonder Woman, and there was a Wonder Woman included in this lot. So if I go to the set that Steve Trevor appears in, only the one set, and I click on this picture and I see our friend Wonder Woman right there. What's the deal with all this? Oh, that hair is an extra piece, and this hood goes with that. The hood was included too, and there's a cape. It's kind of weird. But this is the set that the Wonder Woman appears in, so we know that Wonder Woman with a reddish brown cross belt, cross your fingers, hope this is a good one. And it is a good one. Wow. This lot has been working out well because when I bought this, I bought it fast because I knew it was going to sell fast, and I looked up a few. There was like 3 Iron Men in there, and that was kind of what triggered me to buy it. But I didn't even look up this and Steve Trevor. I have no idea who that is. Okay, now we have this Iron Man has uh, blue lights. Iron Man I find to be a pain in the butt to look up because they all look the same. But this one, and these pictures are so tiny. Can I zoom in? I don't know how to do that. Man, pictures are so small. Okay, I guess I'll just have to click on some. That's not it. And I don't think that's it. Wait, oh yeah, that is it. Alright, there we go. Found him. This one's missing his mask. There was a couple of them that were missing their masks here, so hopefully those won't be too. Oh my goodness. Yowzer. Jackpot. Wow. Huh. That's awesome. This lot was 48 minifigs. I paid $52 for them, and this minifig alone is worth 30. Huh. 25, 30 bucks new. And it's in good shape. Hopefully that is not a unique helmet because it's missing the mask, but um you never know. It's got some lines on it. Let's see how much this goes for. 45 available. Yeah, a couple bucks. That's doable. So that's going to do it for this tutorial on how to identify minifig parts. Hopefully you found that useful, and I would like to make more of these in the future, maybe on some different topics, or maybe just more of the same, just identifying parts that you don't know what they are. So let me know in the comments if there's anything you would like to see in a Bricklink tutorial. Thanks again for watching.